Now, is that just something that's on the books, or does the city live by the intent and purpose of that Section 13?
Section 13 is something that is a part of the code that's on the books. They do not live by the intent of that
You mean
section.
They try to discourage you from it?
Absolutely, they try to discourage. As a matter of fact, this citizen has on the public record requests to inspect such activities as the city manager's expense reports, motor vehicle logs of the city of Bowie. As you know, we have a fleet of vehicles, and they've been seen all over creation, literally, outside the city during non-business hours. And I've been asked to inspect those records, and I've been denied access. As it stands right now, the city of Bowie is in violation of Section 13 of the Code of Bowie.
Code of Bowie. Tell me, there's no cap right now on how many terms a council person can serve or the mayor can serve. Do you think there should be a cap on that?
Absolutely. Mr. Berman, I believe that term limits is a concept whose time has come in America. And there is a proposal on the table to cap the term to 3 two-year terms.
2 3-year terms, yeah. And even possibly even less than that, maybe 2-year terms. 2 terms might be sufficient. Do you have the feeling that there's a lot of inbred, interaction or whatever you want to call it among the members of the city council and the mayor? Is there an opposition party in Bowie? Is there anybody who represents an opposition in the city council?
There are 2 parties in the city of Bowie. First of all, you have to realize from an election standpoint, we have nonpartisan elections, but there are 2 parties in the city of Bowie. They are the incumbents and the non-incumbents.
I see. But in the incumbents, I mean, did they all see eye to eye, or isn't there some opposition even among the incumbents?
I've noticed a little bit of a change in the last couple of years, but by and large, they follow suit as a group. I've noticed a little bit more closer votes than we've had in the past.
You know, I'm a little puzzled. I have the impression that when a council person runs, they're really, all of them are running at large. And you can, if I live in the Northview section, I can vote for any council person no matter what. So I have nobody really that I'm voting for represents my district. If you want to have a popularity contest, everybody can get together and elect a certain person.
Mr. Berman, your impressions are accurate, they're correct, and that is in fact what we have in the city of Bowie. Everybody is at large, including the mayor is at large.
It's very unusual. I never lived in a city where you had anything like that.
It is quite unusual.
You usually have an affiliation within your district. You know the person that represents the district, and he represents your interest, and not at large.
Well, as a matter of fact, Mr. Berman, during the hearings on the redistricting that occurred in the city, this topic did come up. It was presented by a citizen in the city, Mr. Dale Grant, and the Bowie City Council did not, as their normal course of business, did not listen, just simply didn't consider it.
I know. I've read quite a few of your letters that have been published in the Bowie Blade News, and some of them are, I think one was on was it on health care? I forget. When was the last letter you wrote to the...
The last letter that I wrote to the Bowie...
That was published.
That was published in the Bowie Blade dealt with a safety problem, a public safety problem. There was a protruding water meter that was exposed on a city sidewalk that had been exposed for a number of years. The property owner notified the city did nothing, and it finally got action when a city council member's wife, while taking a walk, tripped over the protruding water valve, and that prompted action. And I contrasted that to a situation that occurred in South Bowie in the Northview section, where a group of citizens had a basketball court on a quiet cul-de-sac, and the city of Bowie was quick, very quick, to take down the basketball hoop because they mentioned that it's on city property, and I contrasted those 2 situations.
Well, Mr. Dahms, I think our time is up right now. I want to thank you very much for being very frank and candid about your observations about the city government.
Thank you very much, Mr. Berman. I appreciate this opportunity.